Good morning, everybody. How you doing? Happy New Week to you all. So sorry I couldn't come out yesterday as promised. I came back quite late from church yesterday, and we had some meetings. Uh, had some gossips after church, after the meeting. Then by the time I would get home, I was a little bit stressed out. So I had to cook. I cook my own food though. I'm not a lazy man. I had to cook. And then after the cooking, the next thing was for me to get ready for the World Cup finals, which was very, very interesting. Yes, I wanted Spain to win, but so unfortunate that Lionel Messi, the greatest footballer that ever lived, couldn't lift the back-to-back World Cup yesterday. So unfortunate, but yeah, I think the better team won. Better team won, yeah. Uh, Congratulations to the Spaniards. In fact, Argentina did not have one shot on goal yesterday. That's how good the Spaniards were. Argentina didn't have one shot on goal. Spain really dealt with them. So let's go back to the Three Musketeers. This is part 4. Kindly, you are welcome. Kindly help me press the like button. Thank you. And please, I would like you to comment. I would like to hear your views on the analysis. I'd like to see your comments, and most definitely I'll respond. Thank you. So let's continue from where we stopped. There's no need to do any recap. Anybody that wants to get any recap should go and watch the previous episode. Yeah. So let's go. Excuse me. Let me press the like button, please. Press the like button, please.
So how did you meet? I mean, that's
Yeah, before we continue, I think I listened to the analysis done by Madame Aproko. Yeah, she made a very valid point. She made one very valid point. Madame Aproko with spice, not Aporoko as that that unfortunate blogger used to refer to her. She's Madame Aproko with spice. Yes. Uh, she said something that the father of Mrs. Yewande Ajibade, I've never gotten to hear about him being a pilot before. I never heard that he was once a pilot. What I knew him to be was the coach of the Flying Eagles then that conquered the world. So I think we should be careful with the information this woman is dishing out. I've never known Mr. Tunde Disu to, is it Mr. or Chief? That is a great man. He's a great man, and that I have a lot of honor and respect for. So unfortunate that his own daughter could be coming out to be. Hello, Mama, Madam Franca Ojulola, Mama Zuki. You're welcome on board. So unfortunate that his own daughter could be coming out to be dragging him like this. And you see, can you see what the unfortunate blogger is doing to that woman? Senate Kendo, you're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Mama Zuki, good morning, ma. Yeah. So can you see what that unfortunate blogger is doing to this woman? Using her life to play draft. That American blogger will never allow any of her children to do all the things that Mrs. Ajibade is doing. Okay, with all the information that Asabe have put out now, how many men will want to have Mrs. Ajibade as a wife? A woman who claims these are personal information to your life. These are your personal dossiers, your family secrets. You're not in the open like this. Which man will be interested to help me press the like button, please? Which man will be interested to have this woman as a wife? Because looking at it from a prospective spouse to this woman, that means one day something can happen, and if I marry you, you will come out like this and grant interviews and tell my secrets to the world. You know, it is such a shame. It is such a shame what this woman was had degenerated to. Let's continue with the interview.
Who did a lot of wonderful, soulful, insightful songs.
I think they were playing Talk About songs.
Still kept me away.
You saw him
When I slept. Only thing that was left.
insightful songs.
Like I said, after I lost the gift, the only thing that was left with me was string.
Okay.
Then discernment.
Discernment,
Yes. So one particular time I was reading something on marriage when I had slept, and I had the dream that I was marrying that man that I've never spoken to before. You understand?
Marrying who?
Talking about
Okay. You saw him in the dream
that I was marrying him. We were both wearing white. So I just didn't believe it. I just waved.
Mrs. Ajibade, you said the GO has so dealt with you that all your gifts have been stolen. It's only remaining dream and discernment before you married Tope Roberts. But that discernment, you could not discern that Tope Roberts was going to pass on in a few years to come. You did not discern that another man was going to come and marry you and impregnate you. You didn't discern all those. Let's continue.
So when I was now going for rehearsal, that discernment still kept,
Yeah.
that spirit said that this is your husband.
Yeah.
You understand? I'm not hearing the voice, but that discernment, I knew that this is your husband. But
Yeah.
I did not see, I know ladies, we know you have specs.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
it was not my spec. I know that people like him because of his gift, and we all admire his gift. For me, I admire his gift, but you know that I want to. I don't have I didn't love him too.
Okay.
You understand? I didn't love him. So when I went back home, and I had a dream again.
So,
in the dream, they said.
Did I hear that right?
I hear the voice, but that discernment, I knew that.
She said she didn't love him.
I did not see. I know we ladies, we know you have specs.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was not my spec. I know that people like him because of his gift, and we all admire his gift. For me, I admire his gift, but you know that I want to. I don't have I didn't love him too.
Okay.
You understand? I didn't love him. So when I went back home,
You said you didn't love him. My God. Mrs. Yewande Ajibade. So you never loved Tope Robot? Wow. 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 This is a shock. So it was just because the voice told you to marry him. That's the reason why you married him. You did not love him. So why were you living with a man you never loved? I feel sorry for Tope Robots right now. Why were you living with a man that you never loved? Mrs. Ajibade? You did not love him, but you went ahead to marry him. And you went ahead to give birth. Oh, God. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. You did not love him, but you went ahead to marry him. Why? You said because you heard the voice. Probably for his gift. Or maybe time was already going. Desperation to get married. Allegedly. You just said here that you didn't love him. So why did you marry him? My goodness. Things they happen, oh. Oh God. Let's continue.
Anna had a dream again. In the dream, they said that dream says that they are going to call me and him to take a duet. I still do not believe it. You understand? So I already joined the senior choir. When I joined,
like button, they are flagging this show. Help me press the like button, please.
Youth again, they are going to pair the two of us to sing. I don't still believe.
Yeah.
So I already joined the choir. I'm a new person, and before you even pair to sing with anybody, you must have.
You had a dream that you were going to be paired with Tope Robots to sing, but you did not believe in your own dream. You didn't believe in your own dream.
In the choir for a long time there, and you must be good, and your connection too. There's every politics everywhere. So when I got,
excuse me, they don't use. I was in everything for 22 years. I was in the praise team, praise band for several years before the GO gave me my own band, which was Sammy's band. You didn't need any form of connection to sing at MFM. You did not need, I say it again, you did not, and even till now, you do not need any form of connection to sing at the Mountain of Fire Miracles Ministries choir, any of the choirs. There are over 70 different choirs in Mountain of Fire Miracles Ministries. In fact, in my own story, when the GO needed somebody to lead his backup after my predecessor, Brother Sheyi Moses, left, my leader then, Brother Deering, had told Brother Priest of Bassa to take over. It was the GO himself that, at that time, I had not known GO one-on-one. I had only gone to meet him, yes, maybe when we were going as a group to enter to go and see him. Then the only time I saw him alone was when I wrote a letter to him asking for a job. So I went and I didn't spend up to 3 minutes with him. He quickly handed me over to Pastor Sam. And Pastor Sam was our HOD then, Special Duties Department. So I didn't have any form of connection with the GO. I didn't have anybody as my pastor. I didn't have anybody as my father-in-law. I just came, I was just a member at the praise band. But I didn't know that the GO had been noticing my ministrations. Because there was a day I and Pastor Paul Winners went to see him to tell him about a particular okay, I think Pastor Olumide only gifted me and myself and Pastor Paul Winners a lot of money. So we went to see the GO to tell him that day we were blessed. And the GO said, yes, he knew that we went for that program. That's the Hosanna night. And where we were still doubting, the GO brought out his phone, Fiam, and then he showed me where I was ministering. So I think the GO had been seeing me ministering at Hosanna, because the way I was ministering back then at the international headquarters, I had more time at the Hosanna night. Hosanna night was an entire all-night program. But at the international headquarters, yes, they will pair us maybe in twos or in threes to handle the 30 minutes praise and worship ministration. So I think the GO saw me in my full element at Hosanna night. And so when it was time for him to get a new leader for the GO's backup team, Brother Praise Obasa was already singing on the altar, and the GO pointed at me and asked me to take it. In fact, Brother Praise Obasa, as at then, was more popular than I was. He was my oga. And I didn't know anybody to be called to become the head of GO's backup. Likewise, nobody has to know anybody to handle, to sing any song at the international headquarters. In fact, they will call whenever it was time to take maybe any news. So probably there were songs that certain faces had been known to take, like that song Kumnandi. It was always Sister Temitope Olawale that was always singing Kumnandi. But if whenever there was a new song, it was always thrown open. If you know that you can sing this song, if you are very sure that you can handle this song, can you please come out? And they will test quite a number of people. Come on, which politics? Erora paro now, which politics? I knew you when you were, Mr. Ajibade, I knew you when you were in MFM. You used to sing on Mondays. It was on Mondays you used to sing. For God's sake. The same thing, the blogger in the US, you used to try and brag that she did not used to sing. It was her husband that used to sing at special programs and on special occasions. She used to sing on Mondays. Trying to drag people down in order for you to shine. Necessary, man. Please.
God for Riaza. For a long time there. And you must be good. And your
yes.
Connection too. Every
you must be good, not connections.
To my surprise, the choir master, what's that new girl? Come here. Come on, take solo with duet with Brotokwe.
You see, you said they called you voluntarily. Where's that new person? Let's try her out. That's how they do it. Which politics, please.
No, you have to do. So that's how we started learning songs together from there. Yeah. He started talking to me.
You said you did not have the love for him. You have repeated it like 4 times now. You did not love him. So why were you with him? For God's sake. Why were you with him? Good morning, royalty. Please help me beg them. They should stop flagging us. And please help me click on the like button. You did not love Tope Robot, so why were you with him for years? Torí Ọlọ́run.
Love inside you. Yeah. So that's how what happened. And he started calling me, and from there started teaching me songs. And from there.
The chemistry? No.
And I say, he said he wants to marry me, just like that. I said, I will pray. Say, I know my wife. I prayed that my wife.
That's
and I said, if you want to,
say that.
Yes, he is someone that too is also spiritually gifted. Okay. Because he told me a lot about himself too. So, and I said, if you're interested in, you have to pass through the process. Yeah, so I told him to go and meet you. So when he went to meet you, he said, you want to marry this widow guys? Say yes. And meanwhile, back then when I was young, my daddy knew I would marry a pastor.
You said Tope Robot proposed to you. You never told us that you prayed about it. So apparently, this was a superstar in Mountain of Fire Miracles Ministries. And as soon as he proposed to you, you were already waiting for it. You didn't say it here that you went to pray about it. Were you not supposed to have prayed about it? Probably if you had prayed about it, what happened to him wouldn't have happened. That voice would have probably told you, don't marry this brother. But you said the voice kept telling you, he's your husband. He kept having dream. And the voice was not telling you about Dr. Olukoya Adeno.
Yes, I know that I forgot my purpose. You are the one that will marry a pastor. But the day you bring pastor into this house, I will lock him up in the prison.
You said your dad used to do black soap inside pots. And you said it is the same your dad that was telling you that he knew that you were going to marry a pastor. As how now?
So I already started telling him, can you face my dad? Yeah. So when he went to meet you, I said, sir, if my daddy even look at him, the way he's even looking, he will not answer him. He doesn't look like someone that has the money. Mm-hmm. He doesn't have car. My daddy said, you want to suffer me. You don't have car. And that was why I told you to please give me a car. So you gave him one Mitsubishi Charisma car like that.
You asked the GO to give him a car. I said it the other day. Myself and Tope Robots, we collected our cars at the same time. That Mitsubishi, he got the Mitsubishi. I got the Golf 3. I got the Golf 3. So you simply put a request through to the GO and he approved it immediately. So why are you labeling this man as evil? Tope Robots took you there as his wife, and you went to the GO and requested a car for him so that he will look presentable for your dad. And the GO, you did not say here that the GO hesitated. The GO did not hesitate, and he gave Tope Robots a car so that life will be easy for both of you before the wedding and after the wedding. So what is this man's offense? Torí Ọlọ́run.
So that's how it took me to went to my dad, and for the first time, my daddy does not accept people like that.
Wow.
When I saw him like that, this is a man of God. Even my stepmom, that I know how tough she is, oh no, this is a pastor, he's a good man. From then, my daddy just loved him. So strange.
Wow.
I started calling him his pastor. And that's how we got married. I know
so
the same your dad that you spoke all kinds of things about, as soon as he saw Tope Roberts, acknowledged him as a child of God, acknowledged him as a pastor. Mrs. Ajibade, yet you have blacklisted Babum Baba.
Your dad.
Then I was my dad. So when I started working with Gio, when you transcribe CD, he said you start giving me 5,000. So salary started with 5,000 per CD. I know the CD. Yes, and the CD, one CD can take like 2-3 hours. A lot and body pain. So you can't actually even transcribe 2 CDs. So when I transcribed 2 CDs, the first salary paid me was 10,000.
I don't understand. You transcribe. Does it pay you a transcription?
No, per month.
Per month.
So the first salary paid me was 10,000.
After transcribing, how many CDs then?
He will give me like 4. So if I'm able to.
For the entire month.
Whatever, you just keep it, just be transcribing.
Okay.
Come monthly, whatever you're able to transcribe is what I will give you.
Okay.
There's a lot of work. So I will be able, with all my time at home, I will transcribe 2.
What are those CDs? Are they sermons or?
They are more sermons, but mostly not as sermons. Sermons are God, sermons from other preachers. So that's how I get paid. First pay was 10,000 naira. So when I met my husband got to understand my kind of person. Spiritually. There was no fear. He was there to back me up. He was there to encourage me. So because it's the only dream I have, once I have a dream, you understand the meaning of it.
They spoke about the 10,000 naira. She called it salary. Usually the GO calls it stipends. Yeah. And some of us too started like that. I started with 15,000 naira. But the issue is there are other benefits apart from that monthly stipends that you usually collect. For example, she said that the GO got her accommodation at Bariga. That was not part of her salary. If the accommodation money was to have been deducted from her salary, how much will remain? And you were talking about what's difficult in sitting down, listening to an audio CD or a video CD and transcribing it? Because a lot of, even my ex-wife did that kind of work. Yeah. Her first job, I was the one that helped her to write the letter. The same way, the GO gave her a laptop and she was transcribing. So as a student, it was something you could do as soon as you got back from your lectures. You just sit down with it, listen to the audio CDs or video CD. You have the laptop already and transcribe it, and then you submit to your HOD. I think the HOD then was the Professor Adeojo at the Glass House that she mentioned the other day. So what's difficult in that? It was almost equal to getting free money in those days, because it was soft work. You used your laptop for a whole lot of other things. This transcription was just maybe within 1 hour. You have transcribed one CD.
He was a gospel music minister, full-time, and a pastor, youth pastor. Yes.
Tope Roberts was not a youth pastor. Tope Roberts was not a pastor. He was not ordained as a pastor. He was a singer, a psalmist, a singer, a composer. He was a composer and a singer. Which church did he pastor? Who ordained him as a pastor? It was, it's usual for, even while I was there too. Even till now, a lot of people still call me Pastor Richard, and I try. Somebody still did that yesterday, and I told the person, I'm not a pastor. I'm a minstrel. I'm a singer. A pastor is a pastor. A singer is a singer. Tope Roberts was not a pastor. He was not over any parish. He was not over any branch. He was not over any zone. He was not over any region. He was not even over any house fellowship. Tope Roberts was a singer. Simple.
Yes, we pay him 35 So when
let's go through that again.
He was a gospel music minister, full-time, and a pastor, youth pastor.
Full-time gospel minister. I was not a youth pastor. The youth church had their own setting. Pastor David Popola, Pastor Amechi, Pastor Toby Popola, and the likes. Tope Roberts was a full-time singer at the MFM International headquarters. You said they paid him 30,000 naira. He also got laptops, phones, allowances, emergency funds. Daddy Gio, I have this need. I have to do this. I have to do that. All of us did that. He was living in church-paid accommodation.
Yes, we pay him 35 So when I have dreams I don't understand, I explain. He built my word life. He was like, Dr. Robert is one of the best mentor I can say as a husband. I've never met anybody like that. So brilliant with the word of God. As in, I don't even know that other people love him that much. Even from youth, they always want to be around him. The ladies, everybody. He's so unique in the word. And his voice is exceptional. Wow.
Tope Roberts, let me correct that. Tope Roberts was not a man who went about with the ladies. Excuse me. Everybody liked Tope Roberts. He sang well. He had a unique voice. He had a unique style of singing. But not that every lady wanted to be around him. Emma Mokini Koja Boshege, Mrs. Ajibade. Say the truth.
His voice, you can't hear his type of voice regular in the church. He sings Yoruba. Even when he's not purely Yoruba, I got to find out that he's also Benin. Benin. It was always, I didn't know. Okay. He used to hide it, and he claims a Yoruba, and he claims the mother side Yoruba. Okay. You understand? So, and now he told me that his father is in Igbo. And he was speaking Yoruba like this, and he was singing Yoruba like this. He said the Lord ministered to him, and he loves Yoruba songs. So, after some time, I told Gio that I'm going to meet him that I need prayers for pregnancy. Okay. I got pregnant. But when I got pregnant, like, I started. Was that a delay? I did. Me and my husband, I married as I'd never had experience sexually. Okay. So, first experience of trying to do it, I got pregnant. Wow. Yes, so why did you not get the Gio for there's this prayer for pregnancy. Okay, for pregnant. Yes. So this was pregnant already. Well, yes, when I met him, he was so happy. He prayed on my room, gave me prayer points. Okay. You understand? So I started losing weight. Okay. And all of a sudden he said I should not walk. Go and meet your husband to take care of you. He's not paying me any salary. Wow. He stopped your salary? Yes, the job? Because you got pregnant? And like, went back to my husband. My husband was upset because no happy.
This is one of the issues I had even with Tope Roberts. God rest his soul, when he was alive. You said you were pregnant, and the pregnancy was already telling on your health. you won't be the first person the GO will tell, if this pregnancy is telling on your health, if you cannot handle the pressure, go and rest at home. But that did not mean that you would ask GO for a genuine need and he wouldn't give you. Let me explain this. While Tokwe Robots was, I used to tell the people around me then, like, this guy has a powerful voice, he has a unique voice, but why is he such a lone ranger? The GO attends to millions of people. If you open your mouth, that's when he will know. That's when he will know that you have a need. While I was there, I can't remember how many phones I got from the GO. I got 2 cars. I got like 3 laptops. I got an iPad. Because whenever we got there, I will always open my mouth to ask, Daddy, after he has seen us, maybe we have finished rehearsing another, Daddy, please, sir. Once he sees my hand like this, yellow man, you want to talk? Yes, sir. Daddy, please, I have this need. He might not give me immediately. You say, okay, remind me. Keep reminding me. Within a month or 2, it is done. This is a very busy man. For God's sake. The fact that Gio said you should go and have bed rest does not mean that you would have messaged him that, please, I have this, and the need was a genuine need and the Gio will not attend to it. No, Gio is not that kind of, excuse me, the Gio is not that kind of a person. I was in MFM for 22 years and I worked closely and personally with the Gio for 11 solid years. Even ordinarily, that we Association of Praise and Worship people, we go to visit him, we go to meet him to have some conversation. Or anytime we were going, I will raise my hand. Daddy, sir, since we got here this morning, Daddy, we have been on fasting. He knew. You guys have been fasting. No wonder your faces are looking fasted. Okay, immediately, Papa will count money and give all of us. We'll go and share. He's a generous man, generous to a fault. Don't tell me. And Tokwe Robot, he was a totally withdrawn person. He was always that. Well, that's why I had to contest that when she said all the ladies were always around him. Around who? Tokwe Robot? You don't see him walking about with ladies. He's usually going alone. The only person I might have probably seen him with was Brother Dayo Joshua. And that was anytime he wanted to do his his own composed songs that he needed Brother Joshua to back him up. Come on. The GO, everybody around him knows him. He doesn't take the needs of his people carelessly. He takes it very seriously. Most importantly, when you are a singer, even pastors know they enjoy waiting singers they enjoy with GO for MFM. GO takes his singers as his priority. I told you on Saturday now. Whenever GO was seeing everybody, it is GO's backup and Beulah Quartet were the people he sees last, because he attends to us very, very specially. Also, by the time you look at the people waiting for him, a lot of singers and musicians there. GO doesn't take the musicians and singers issue carelessly. Please, this is Ajibade.
How can you stop paying salary? Even if you say you go and listen, she won't pay you at all. How do you survive with 30,000 in the house? So that is where
you said something. It is the number of jobs as you continue to transcribe. The moment you went on bed rest, you stopped transcribing. So definitely your HOD wouldn't have referred your name to the accountant for payment. And in that case, what should you have done? Daddy, they didn't pay my salary. The GO would never have heard that they didn't pay your salary and he wouldn't have sent you money personally or told you to send your husband to come and collect for you. Impossible.
Me and my husband were having issues. He was not happy. So I remember one lady, when I talk about that person, I didn't want to call her name because eventually what is going on online now.
Yeah.
Because you mentioned that case.
No, you can mention it. Since she's public now. I mean, that is the sister.
So she was the one that knows what we were going through.
You see, even before Yewande mentioned Tolu Onopoya, Asabe already mentioned her. This was a premeditated interview. This was a premeditated interview.
There's nothing bad at the family.
Yeah, the family.
Our man was still in Nigeria then with her.
She will cook. She will give me soup.
Yeah.
That lady really did a lot for us.
God bless her.
If we have any issue between me and my husband will go and tell her to come and break.
Why you had moved to your husband's house?
Yes. I'm in my husband's house.
Yeah. I mean, you don't live in that house.
You say you had issues with your husband. Your husband will go and tell Tolu to come and beg you. Why? That means you are a difficult person. You and your husband are having issues, and it requires the third party to come and appeal to you. Come on, Mrs. Ajibade. You are revealing who you are.
No, I know. I've gotten married. So she'll give us food.
That sister Tolu was a very kind woman, yes, and she was sensitive to your situation.
Yes. So she'll give us food, she'll give us food, she'll give me money. So that's how we have been surviving. Then my husband started giving me songs to sing. He started developing me. I used to have stage frights. So he started giving me songs, teaching me songs to sing in the church. Then he would play the keyboard for me. Accompanying me in some songs. So then my husband started having invites to come and sing abroad. He knew of the invites. They already told him. All of a sudden, he didn't know what was going on again.
No. Can you go back? You mean that your husband, Topper Roberts, first got an invite to come and perform abroad? Yes. Is it ministry or is secular?
It's MFM.
MFM branch abroad.
You know, when Topper Roberts sings like this, he's so unique. I've not seen anybody like that in the ministry. Even me, before I met him, when he sings, you encounter God, you feel this mighty presence of God. Even when he's a Yoruba song. You understand? So when he had that invite to come and sing abroad, he was aware of the invite. They told him from there. And all of a sudden, he got to hear that the GO said that she only Yoruba no come there. I don't understand. So he turned it down. You know?
What form of invite? How do they invite somebody? Mrs. Ajibade, are you talking about invites via WhatsApp or just mere showing interest? If you are to invite me abroad now, you send me papers. The blogger at the US, she has invited me twice through her friend. They sent me papers. They sent the papers to my email and I printed them out. Were you hearing rumors? Because if there was any form of, these are the things, Mrs. Ajibade, in case you don't know in law, these are the things that you will prove at the court of law. You said he was sent an invite. He was invited from abroad. Where is the letter of invitation? You said the GO denied the invitation. Was a letter of invitation addressed to your late husband? Or it was just, even while I was in MFM, there were pastors abroad that had my phone number, and they will message me, Brother Richard, don't worry. The next time Daddy Gio is coming, we will tell him to bring you along. But will they actually go ahead and do the formalities? That's what we are talking about when you get to the court of law. These are the questions that will be asked from you. You said the GO denied the invite. Where is the invitation? Where is the formal invitation? Because before you start making allegations against somebody, you need to sit down. You need to sit down and think it through to your long, so that you won't put yourself and your children and your family into unnecessary stress, into unnecessary hardship, into unnecessary suffering. This is what we are telling you. All these people that are pushing you based on hearsay. When you get to court, hearsay no be evidence. So one way is not evidence. You need substantial proof. Hey, anybody want to go basoro? The court is not a place where you go to try and whip up sentiments and display emotions. No, you go there with facts, proof, evidences, either electronic or hardware. One they court you, in case you don't know. I've been there, and that's one of the reasons why I'm crying out now. So be getting ready to face your warrant. Maybe you have to go and manufacture. You don't know what you're getting yourself into. You have no idea.
Telling him the first one, the second one.
You mean you turn that application, the invitation, without even informing you without the application?
Yes.
The invitation. Two decisions they have.
As a Benombe Takosi, Gio turned down the application. Do you have a copy of the invitation? Do you have a copy of the application?
No, that was the Gio that stopped.
I told him now, people will work with this in everything that comes with traveling.
Okay.
As long as they pass through process in that church, it's going to be late. There is no secret. Unless you want to do the traveling privately without it for the church. So the second one that came was a white girl that loves singing his Yoruba songs. So wants to come and do a collaboration with him.
Okay.
So when the girl now came to Nigeria, Gio now called my husband and said, I know that they want to do collaboration with this white girl. I know we still talk. How they get to
When the girl still around?
No, she's not in Nigeria. She's from Finland.
Wow.
But she's my friend. We still talk. So when she came,
Thank God you said she's your friend. You have to go and get her from Finland to come and back you up. Mrs. Ajibade, she's ready.
in order to turn that one down too, Gio had to tell my husband that she has strange spirits, that she's manifesting. That I should not.
The Finland lady.
Yeah, that I should not collaborate with her so that it will not spoil his own, stain his own.
Do you have evidence to that, ma? Mrs. Ajibade, do you have evidence to that effect that the Gio said somebody has a clinical spirit? Do you? Eloma Shajo.
Maybe they're supposed to do a collab with your husband that will even elevate him to the international thing. You now said she has a strange spirit, maybe a marine spirit.
That should not collaborate with her. So that one went. Then the third one that now happened was the one that they picked some pastors to come and plant churches in Estonia. So his name is among the list of pastors that they picked. It's like 3 people.
Estonia.
to come and plant LFM church there. So when they started the process, they had not submitted the names to him. The first is to go and write IELTS. So he passed above average. In fact, they gave him part scholarship because he did well.
In that exam?
Yes, no?
Who writes IELTS and IELTS gives them scholarship? IELTS is an exam you write in order to qualify for a visa. Who writes an IELTS and they give them scholarship? Mrs. Ajibade, that scholarship letter, go and get it handy. That IELTS exam that he passed excellently, go and get it handy. You dey go court, you dey go court.
Was very brilliant.
What was his background? Apart from music.
Computer science,
Okay, and then what?
Once you enter that church, I've had a lot of people gifted ending up doing full time there.
Yeah.
Those that didn't do full time, I wonder how they are hiding, because if you enter that church and you are full of gifts, it's either you be a full time something, whether music minister, you don't really have. Although there are some few people that work in a bank that you still work with him. But my husband was a full-time music minister in the past. So when he did the IIT, he gave me part scholarship, he did well.
The GO doesn't force anybody to do full-time. In my own case, I had a revelation. That's immediately after my NYSC. I had the revelation to go and meet Brother Prince Obasa. At that time, I was just singing at the house fellowship, at my house fellowship at Bariga. So the revelation, I saw myself talking with Brother Prince Obasa at Praise Band stand. And I knew Brother Prince from afar whenever I was singing. So immediately after I had that dream, immediately on that Sunday, I went to meet him and I joined the praise team, the praise band. So later I had another revelation where the Gio was telling me he was wearing his white buba and shukutu. Hello, my brother. Are you the brother that finished with 2-2? Follow me. And I followed him in that revelation. So I actually, based on that, I wrote an application letter to him, and immediately he handed me over to Pastor Sam Olunide. So Pastor Sam Olunide told me that did an interview for me, and then he told me that yes, the work I was going to do was ready, but the office where I was going to work was not ready. That I should go home and I should be calling him from time to time. But that as at that time, I had already been employed and my salary was... I did over 2 months without working and I was getting salary now. And eventually, when I will be given the job, the office where the GO pulled me to in the dream was where they gave me. I've had dreams, I've had the Holy Spirit, I've seen angels, I've seen the devil before. I've had heavenly revelations before. But not so many times. They come once in a while. Just like the GO will say, God is not a talkative. Those kind of things come once in a while. And as soon as I started working there, I started working as an HOD. As they made me the head of department immediately. But it was later that, and I was doing singing voluntarily, but later the singing overshadowed my office where I was working, where I was employed. And at some point, I was no longer even going to the office because I was so busy with singing. Yet my salary was being paid continuously. For God's sake. And even me, the way I continued, the way I was singing, I knew I couldn't have been working in any office and I'll be on a high demand like this. I had to go full time. Nobody forces anybody to go full time. There were a lot of people on our band then who were working in banks, oil companies, who were entrepreneurs, people who had their own businesses, who were amongst us. For God's sake, the GO never forced anybody to come and do full time. It didn't force me. I was the one who applied to start working at church, pending the time that I will probably get a better offer out there. But while I was working, the singing overshadowed the office where I was working.
When he started processing it, then they now submitted the list to the GO that these are the names of people that will go and plant churches. But he's going to use Estonia to enter Finland because that's where those people really want him. He especially, they want him there. They love him so much. So when the GO saw the list, he saw his name again. He said, this one is not going anywhere.
Do you have the list, Mrs. Ajibade? You have to provide that list too. We are talking about court here. That list that your husband's name was shortlisted in, and it was meant to go to Estonia, as you said. You have to provide that list too.
They should continue the process, leave this one out. And those one felt bad, they didn't know how to tell him.
Yeah.
So they kept everything from him, they didn't tell him anything. The process was going on until one day someone had to open up. They did those people prepare the traveling, they didn't tell him. But someone in the GO's office now leaked it out to him. He said, okay, they don't want you to go. They have processed other people's one. So that thing, he kept it exactly. He was in pain. He would discuss with people, what is the matter? I've seen myself with white and blood. I see myself out of this country. What's the problem? And I said, instead of you sitting down and keeping to yourself, why not go and meet him and find out what's the reason why he doesn't want him to go. So I thought,
guys, it is 1 hour already. So I would like to stop here. Then for us to continue tomorrow by the special grace of God. I hope you are following this thing. Anybody who knows this auntie should tell her to either go and do the needful or to go and be getting all her evidences ready. Only one way they court. You don't get to court and say, somebody told me, that one told me, this one told me. When you are going to court, you are going to court with proof and evidences. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me today. I have to go and do a few other things. I really appreciate the likes. I really appreciate your engagement. I really appreciate you staying on with me. Thank you. God bless you. See you tomorrow by the special grace of God.